Okay, we are continuing with our lesson on job change. We ended at demotion. So I'm going to you run through this one. So demotion. We have already learned that when you say demotion, it means you are moved from a higher rank to a lower rank. So there is reduction in respect of your rank. And I said when that happens, then it means that your reward, that is your salary, will have to come down. Then we were looking at the reasons for demotion. The first one was that if you are seen to be inefficient in respect of your present work, then you will certainly be demoted. So that is that. Then we came to the second one, that was rectify mistake during placement. And that is why where I came to this place and I said, if you were supposed to have occupied this place when you entered the organization, when you were employed, but mistakenly you were placed here, then that will be rectified. So that mistake will be rectified. When you make a mistake, you try to correct it, so you rectify the mistake. So later if you see it, that mistake will be rectified, and then you'll be brought to the position you were supposed to have been. So that was where we came to. So the third point, very simple, straightforward, is that demotion may be punishment. So I said punishment for certain acts. There are certain things when you do. You see, when you are in school, you know, even some prefects are demoted. Is that not it? Yes, you are demoted. Why are you demoted? If you go contrary to certain rules, you may be demoted. In the same way, when you are in an organization, if you violate certain rules, if you go contrary to the code of ethics or the code of conduct for the organization, and it doesn't call for your suspension, your sacking, then you may be demoted. You may be demoted. So punishment for certain acts, and it becomes a disciplinary action for breach of rules. So that is for that one. The next one, when the company cuts down, so curtails some of its activities, then you may be demoted. I indicated here that the company is restructuring or they are downsizing. When you are downsizing, it means you are reducing the number of your size. You are the organization. You are restructuring. You are bringing the organization. You are reducing certain activities. Then you may be demoted. Then the fifth one here is failure to adapt to new requirements or change in the organization. Now, remember, we said that society is not static. It's dynamic. Things change due to technology and so on and so forth. So if you are not able to adapt to new changes, then you may have to be demoted to a lower rank. So that is for that one. Now the last aspect for job change we are looking at is transfer. What is transfer? You say, oh, he has been transferred. Where is Mr. Opoku? He has been transferred. To where? Kumasi. Where? Then you go to an organization, you go to a particular department. Where is Mr. Opoku? Oh, he has been transferred. To where? From the marketing department to the production department. So that can happen. That can happen. So that is what we are looking at, transfer. So there is a reassignment. You are reassigned. So reassignment, that's a key word here, of an employee from one job to another. So one job, this is a job to another, one job to another, one job to another, one job, or one job to another, one job to another, one job to another. Then it means that you have been transferred. So from one job to another, or from one department to another department, or from one locality, that is Cape Coast, to another. Accra to another Winneba to another. That is what transfer is all about. It should be within the same organization if you are transferred. If you move from one organization to another, that is not transfer. That is not transfer. So transfer, the reassignment should be within the same organization. And it can be from one department to another, or from one locality to another. So that is that. Now, transfer can be vertical or horizontal, and which I demonstrated. Vertical transfer can be this or that. So vertical transfer can either be demotion or promotion. Then horizontal transfer. You remember when we were looking at job rotation? You can be moved from one department to another. Now, there was a teacher who was teaching costing some time ago, and the teacher was moved from the business department to mathematics department, where the person was teaching mathematics. That is transfer from business department to mathematics department. So the end is horizontal. That is not promotion. The person still remain at his rank. So that is what transfer is all about. Reasons for transfer, very simple, straightforward. Number one, to avoid the underutilization of the employee's service. The example I gave you in respect of the teacher, you see, in the business department, the number of teachers who were supposed to be there exceeded the number. The teachers there exceeded the number. So if the teachers were supposed to have been, let's say 4, they were 5. So one would have to move. Meanwhile, another department, they lack the services of some teachers. So that is why. So if the one that was at the business department teaching costing, there were other teachers who could do that one. It means that instead of, let's say, teaching 4 classes, the person may be teaching only 2 classes. So it means the person is being underutilized. So that person will certainly be moved from that department to another. So that is to avoid underutilization of the employee service. The second one, very simple, straightforward, is that transfer can be used as a tool for solving conflicts among workers. If you have workers within the same department or with the same organization in a certain locality, and there is friction or rancor or disputes among them, then some of them will have to be transferred from where they are. So if one person, another person, always they are quarreling, they are fighting, why would you have to be transferred to another locality? And to solve that, if you talk to them and that will not happen, then certainly transfer can do the job. So that is the point. The next one too, some people can also be transferred for health or social reason. There are some people they have to see special doctors. So they have to move from where they are to a place where that special doctor can attend to him. So the person will apply to be transferred to that place. There are some people too, for social reasons. The person gets married and he wants to join the husband elsewhere. So the person can also apply to be transferred to another place. So sometimes it can be for health reasons or for social reasons. The fourth one, very simple, straightforward, is that when you are taking a new appointment elsewhere, you are at the bank so and so somewhere, and you want you to take a new appointment in another locality, then you can be transferred to the place. So that is that. Then, or utilizing the employee's expertise in a different area of the organization. The person is an expert, so you want to utilize the person's expertise, the skills, the knowledge elsewhere. then the person can be transferred to that place. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this evening's topic on job change. We looked at job change and three things: promotion, demotion, and transfer. When we are talking about promotion, we look at the meaning of promotion, the reason for promotion, the factors that the employer would have to consider before somebody is promoted to a higher position, and the reason why such a factor would have to be considered, then why some people reject promotion. Then we also look at demotion, the meaning and reasons of demotion. Then we ended with transfer, the meaning, and then the reasons for transfer. Till we meet again another time, where we'll be looking at conditions of service. Bye-bye.